Students, good afternoon to all. Shall I start paper discussion? Say. Question number 26. Which is an alicyclic compound? First of all, what is alicyclic compound? Students, compounds are in cyclic form, but their properties are what?
Properties are like straight chain compound.
Very good. Open chain compounds. They are called alicyclic compounds. Okay, na? So in the question number 26, which of the following is alicyclic compound? Means the answer is
Cyclohexane.
Cyclohexane. Okay, na? Benzene is a aromatic compound. Pyridine is aromatic compound, and pyrrole is also aromatic compound. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Which of the following is a heterocyclic compound? Pyrrole is a heterocyclic compound. Please observe the structures. This is anthracene. So here all are carbon atoms only. Next, pyrrole. This is pyrrole. So in the ring we have other than carbon atom, that is nitrogen we have. Next, phenol. This is phenol. Next, isobutylene. So it is a open chain compound. Okay, na? Butylene means 4 carbon atoms total. Isobutylene means 2 methyl propene, nothing much. Okay, na? So that's why pyrrole is the heterocyclic compound. Next, C double bond O group is present in. C double bond O group is present in. So please remember, children. C double bond O group. C double bond O group is also known as carbonyl group. What is another name of C double bond O group? Carbonyl group. What is another name of C double bond O? C double bond O is also known as carbonyl group. This carbonyl group is present in aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, esters, acid halides, acid anhydrides, and amides. Okay. So aldehydes means COH. Ketones means C double bond O R. Next, carboxylic acids means CO. Next, esters are COOR. Next, acid halides COX. Acid anhydrides COO. That is C.
NH2 CO.
NH. We say C double bond O is present in all these compounds. So that's why these all are nothing but carbonyl compounds. Okay, na children?
Yes, sir.
C double bond O group is present in all the above. Ketones, aldehydes, carboxylic acids, and all. Okay, na? Next. IUPAC name of the given compound. Can you guess? Answer.
Sir, 2-methyl butane.
2-methyl-butane.
Ipana, what you wrote?
Same only, sir. First option, 2-methyl-butane.
2-methyl
Butane.
Butane.
This is not enough.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Chain. So 1, 2, 3. Carbon and carbon attached. So this is. So in this is the what? Parent chain. This is the substitution. Numbering will be the product. Why? Because if you give numbering here, we are getting substitution on second. If you give numbering here, we will get substitution on third. So that's why lowest sum rule we have to follow. So what is the name? 2-methyl
Butane, sir.
butane. Okay. Next, the number of pi electrons in anthracene 14.
Yes, sir.
The anthracene. So how many double bonds we have?
7 double bonds.
So one bond means 2 electrons. 7 double bonds means 7 into 2.
14 electrons.
Okay, na? Next. Question number 31. Can you say answer question number 31?
First option, sir.
First option, sir.
Very good. I will explain. Please observe. This is only enough. So these are what? Substitution.
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 Okay. Na? So this is parent chain. These are the substitution. Numbering. Please remember. Here double bond is nothing but equal to functional group. Always we have to give least
First
priority. Means first priority means lowest sum rule we have to apply. So this is the correct number. 2, 4, 4. Trimethyl pent
Into
2 is the answer. 2, 4, 4. Trimethyl pent 2 is the answer. Okay, na? Next. Question number 32. Can you say question number 32?
Second option, sir.
Very good.
Second option.
4. 2 bromo 3 methyl butane. This is a here. This is the largest chain. Here, what is the lowest sum rule value from left to right and right to left? Same or different?
Same, sir.
Sum rule value is the same on both sides, left right to left. Plus 3, 2 plus 3. If lowest sum rule value is the same, then what we have to do?
Alphabetical order, sir.
Critical order.
Bromo 3. Question number
Substitutions.
3.
numbering from where?
Left to right, sir.
comma 1. No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Question number 34. So in this, what is the longest chain? Next, double bond, we are getting same number from left to right to left. Okay, na? So this is the correct way. Why? Because if you give here, we are getting substitutional third carbon. So that's why if you give number in here, we are getting substitutional second carbon. So that's why 2-methyl butene. 2-methyl butene is the answer. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
2-methyl butene is the answer. Next. Next. Students, question number 35. So he given C3H7. C3H7 means how to write? We have to write
H2, CH2, CH3.
very good. CH2, CH2, CH2. This is correct. So then longest chain is this one. Then it is called what? Substitution. So 2-propoxy pentane. O2H3 means methoxy. OC2H5 means ethoxy. OC3H7 means propoxy. 2-propoxy pentane. 2-propoxy pentane. Next. Question number 36 I am writing. CH, CH2, CH2. Here. See children. Here in question what are the groups are given that are in bracket I am not writing first. What are the groups not there in bracket, that is I am writing. CH3 twice, CH, CH2, CH2Br. Now CH3 twice where we have to write for this CH we have to write. Okay. Now this is the longest chain. So apply lowest sum. This is substitution, this is also substitution. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 3, 4 we are getting from right to left. If we give numbering from left to right, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 plus 4, 6 are okay. Okay, na? So that's one. 1 bromo, 3 methyl butane.
Yes.
ಎಷ್ಟು members ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಈಗ? 1 bromo, 2 methyl butane.
Sir, I have written. Sir.
Only one. Vinay Gangadhar.
Even I have all written.
Written, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Next. Say question number 37. Answer.
First option, sir.
RCHO means what?
Aldehydes.
Heights.
Ketones.
Yes, sir.
Third one carboxylic acids. Andre CO2H. CO2 means 2. We have
OH.
oxygen. We have tried 2 times. COOH. Next. CN means
Nitrile, sir.
Right.
nitriles. Common name is cyanide. IUPAC name is nitrate. So that's why 37 first option. Okay, na? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? So remaining is will continue. Thank Until wait 1 minute, don't go anywhere. Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, see 38. Volume of 0.5 moles of gas at 1 atmosphere pressure at 273 Kelvin. 1 atmosphere pressure P equal to 1 atmosphere. Temperature is 273 Kelvin, which is the STP conditions. 1 mole of gas at STP occupying 22.4 liters. Then 0.5 moles of gas is half only, na?
Yes, sir. 11.2.
So that is a 11.2 liters. Identify the pair of gases that have equal rates of diffusion. Rates of R1 according to Graham's law. R1 by R2 equal to under root of N2 by M1. Right now, R1 equal to R2. That means which is 1. So then you will get under root of N2 by M1. So from this what we can write here, M1 equal to M2. So that means the rate of diffusion is equal means the molecular masses also equal. So which is having the molecular masses are equal. Those are having the equal rate of diffusions. So see the
N2 and CO2, sir.
yes, N2O. The molecular weight is 44 grams and carbon dioxide also 44 grams.
44 gram.
So that is the option 1. And 40. A, B and C are ideal gases. The molecular weights are 2, 4 and 28 respectively. The rate of diffusion of these gases follows the order. What is that?
First option, sir.
The rate of diffusion is inversely proportional. R is proportional to 1 by root m. So inversely proportional of its molecular mass. So that means it is having the less molecular weight, then it is having the
More rate of diffusion.
diffusion is more. So that means according to that, the relation is A greater than B greater than C. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And next one. Ratio of molecular weights of A and B is 4 by 25. Then ratio of rates of diffusion will be. So here molecular weights ratio is given. That is MA by MB equal to 4 by 25. So from this MB by MA, what is that?
25 by 4.
Okay, but we know R1 by R2 equal to M2 by M1. That means RA by RB equal to root of MB by MA. So, and the root of MB by MA, what we have there? 25 by 4. So, this is
5 by 2.
So, the ratio is 5 is to 2. So, option 4. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So, here 42. N2 is found in 1 liter flask under 100 kilopascal pressure and O2 is found in another 3 liter flask under 320 kilopascal pressure. The two flasks are connected. The resultant pressure is okay. The 2 pascals are pressure combined connected. Then the total number of moles will be of those two gases equal to the number of moles of nitrogen and also number of moles of oxygen. If in 1 liter 1 liter flask it is and another one is a 3 liter flask. Here it is a nitrogen and here it is a oxygen. Here pressure is pressure of oxygen is 320 kilopascal and here pressure of nitrogen is equal to 100 kilopascal. If it contains n number of moles of gas, then what is the number of moles of N2 gas here? NN2. Here number of moles of O2 gas is NO2. But from ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT. From this, N equal to PV by RT. Right now? But if you connect the two gases, 2 flasks, then what is the number of moles? It will become total number of moles, that is equal to sum of the number of moles of N2 gas and O2 gas. Similarly, pressure is equal to total pressure, that is the here this one and that one. So then, if you connected that, then what is the total number of moles you will get? N equal to Py by RT. But individually, the number of moles of gases NN2 is equal to PN2 V2 by RT, because both are taking at same temperature. And similarly, the number of moles of O2 is equal to PO2 V2 by RT from ideal gas equation. But if you connect the two flasks, the number of moles of total number of moles is equal to number of moles of N2 plus number of moles of O2. So it is PV by RT is equal to, so it is PV N2 VN2 by RT plus PO2 N2 by RT. So your RT is cancelled. Then PV equal to, P means what is this here? P total. So P total is equal to PN2. What is that? 100 into volume is 1 liter plus oxygen pressure in individual gas, that is 320 into volume is 3 divided by, here V will come inside. Here V is the total volume after connecting the two flasks. Then what is the total volume? 1 plus 3, 4 liters. So then it will be 100 plus 320 into 3, 960 divided by 4. So 100 plus 960 is equal to 1060 divided by 4, which is equal to 265 kilopascal.
Yes, sir.
So the total pressure is equal to 265 kilopascals. And next, an element with atomic number 20 will be placed in which period of the periodic table? It is not
Fourth period.
a matter, but cumulative questions can be given. Cumulative means a previous. So what is that belongs to?
Fourth period, sir.
Fourth period.
Fourth period.
Yes.
So for that we have to write the electronic configuration. So electronic configuration, what is that? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p,
3s to 3p6.
3p6 and 4s2.
4s2.
So balance electronic configuration is 4s2, in which the shell number represents the period number. So it belongs to the total period.
Fourth period.
And next, colored salts are formed by
Transition
Transition
metals.
transition metals, right? And next to 45, at low pressure van der Waals equation is given. The compressibility factor can be given as, this one we discussed in last class. Remember?
No, sir.
Huh? Last class we discussed that van der Waals equation. Van der Waals equation, what is that? P plus A n square by V square into V minus NB equal to nRT. For 1 mole of gas, van der Waals equation is equal to P plus A by V square into V, right now, plus. So the given that low pressure van der Waals equation is V equal to RT at low pressure. Why? Because that volume at low pressure, the ideal volume is more. So compared to the ideal volume, the volume occupied by the gas molecules is less. That is, NB value is very less, which is the negligible. Okay. So that one we discussed here. Now we take this one only. multiply this P plus P multiply, then you will get PV plus A by V square into V divided by P RT. So now divide with RT both sides. Then what you will get PV by RT plus A by RTV. Right now? So it's equal to 1. So now PV by RT is equal to 1 minus A by RTV. But what is the PV by RT? It is a compressibility factor now Z value. So Z equal to 1 by A RTV. Compressibility factor Z is equal to the ratio of PV and NRT. Further I given that is V real by V ideal also. Compressibility factor. But I explained it. Clear? Emma? Rhoda?
Yes.
Okay. So next, a gas can be liquefied. It is at a critical temperature. Gas can be liquefied at its critical temperature. Means by compressing, by cooling the temperature, at certain temperature the gas will become liquefied. Right? The temperature, at what temperature the gas becomes liquid? The temperature is known as the critical temperature. So at that critical temperature only gas will be liquefied. And 47, a 4 decimeter cube flask containing N2 at 4 bar was connected to 6 decimeter cube flask containing helium at 6 bar, and the gases were allowed to mix isothermally. Then the total pressure of the resulting mixture will be. Isothermally means temperature is the same. So temperature is same means we can apply the Boyle's law, right now. So when you apply the Boyle's law, what is that? Before connecting, after and before. Okay, after, before pressure will be same, right? So here what we will get here after, before, 4 decimeter cube flask containing N2, volume of that flask is 4 decimeter cube. The pressure is a 4 bar. So pressure is a 4. So then you will get the volume P1 V1. Then 6 decimeter cube flask containing volume 6. So volume is a 6 and here helium is a pressure is a 6. So here P1 V1 again you will get. Right now. So before the P1 V1 means the sum of the both two gases. Right. After means total P2 V2 you can take it. Understand this point? Emma?
Sir, can you
Sir,
explain
I did
once
not
again?
understand, sir.
See here. Here two flasks we have. That is here this is one flask here. Okay. And here one more flask is there. Here we have N2 and another, what is that? Having the helium gas. Okay. So these are connected. In the individually, it contains, this volume is 4 decimeter cube. The pressure is here 4 bar. This volume is 6 decimeter cube. Pressure is 6 bar. When you connect these two, when you connect those two, then you will get the total pressure. What is asking when you mix those two gases isothermally? Isothermally means at same temperature. Means temperature is a constant. Then the total pressure for the mixture. Total pressure for the mixture they are asking. Dalton's law we can apply. What is the Dalton's law? The total pressure is equal to the partial pressure of the mixture of the gases. Otherwise, before here temperature is constant now. So temperature is constant means we can apply the Boyle's law. So what is the Boyle's law? P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Right now. So here P1 V1 you can take after mixing. So after mixing gas means your total pressure volume you will get total volume. So after pressure means pressure you have after mixing total pressure you have to calculate. Volume we know that here 4 volume 4 decimeter cube, here 6 decimeter cube, right now. So that you will get the total volume, that is 4 plus 6. Okay, clear enough? And then P2 V2 means before. So before what is the pressure? So before what is the pressure means here we have to take individually. So individually what is the P1 V1 for the N2 gas? What is the P1 V1 for the O2 oxygen gas? So if you are not understanding in that way, individually calculate the pressure. Then you can apply the Dalton's partial pressure. A constant temperature is constant. Then by applying the pressure, your P N2 V2 is equal to. So what is that P2 N2 P2 V2 equal to? What is it? Before or after? Before or after individually calculate partial pressure. P2
Yes.
V2. P2 V2 before here you write after and P N2 here N2 also take P N2 Vn2. This is before you take. Right now? Now understand? Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
After means here when you mix this one pressure P N2 we don't know here. This one we calculate. But volume of the N2 it will become if you connecting two gases, two flasks, the total volume of this gas will become volume of the two flasks, that is a 10 decimeter cube, which is equal to Pn2 individually partial pressure. What is that here? 4 bar into volume of the nitrogen before it is before connecting. Then what is that? 4. So from this Pn2 is equal to 16 by 10. Which is equal to
1.6.
Now you got understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So like this, for this oxygen gas or helium gas also you calculate PHE, VHE after and equal to PHE, VHE before. Okay, then what you will get here? After means you have to calculate this. The volume again 10 volumes, 10 liters, 10 decimeter cube, and PHV before this 6 and into 6. So PHV is equal to 36 by 10. That is 3.6 bar. Okay. So now we have calculated the partial pressure of the gases after connecting the gases, right? But now total pressure according to Dalton's law.
3.6 plus 1.
Pn2 plus PHE. Then what we will get here? 1.6 plus 3.6, which is equal to 5.2 bar. Calculated. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Wow. So that is the first one. So next to 48. Given two equations H2O2 plus O3 gives rise H2O plus 2O2, and one more reaction H2O2 plus Ag2O2 2Ag plus H2O plus O2. Role of hydrogen peroxide in the above reactions is respectively
Reducing in water.
in H2O2, oxidation state of H2O3 is becoming O2, means oxide ion. So means what is happening? Oxidation state of ozone, oxygen from O3 to O2. It is decreasing or increasing? In O3, 0. Okay. O2,
Yes,
it is becoming -2, means decreasing the oxidation state. Otherwise, you just observe the reaction, first reaction. O3 is becoming O2. Right? H2O2 is becoming H2O. So means the removal of oxygen is taking place. Removal of oxygen means what is that?
Reduction.
Reduction. Means H2O2 is reducing the O3. Clear now?
Clear, sir.
And the next one, so means in first H2O2 is reducing. H2O2 plus Ag2O2 Ag. Here also same. Ag2O is becoming Ag.
Reducing.
Here also reducing. So that means in both reactions, H2O2 is acting as a reducing reagent. Okay. So what is that option? What is that option? 3.
Third option.
So next to 49, the most probable velocity of gas molecule at 298 Kelvin is 300 meter per second. Its RMS velocity. Here one relation is there. Most probable velocity and RMS velocity. That is
Sir, what is RMS?
equal to 0.816 into URMS. Okay. So here URMS is equal to UMP divided by 0.816. It is 300 most probable velocity divided by 0.816. Here you are getting 367.647. So this is the RMS velocity for the molecule at 298 Kelvin. So nearly it is a 367. That is the option 4. Okay, man. This is the option
Done, sir.
4. And the next 50th. At what temperature will the average speed of methane molecules have the same value as O2 as at 300 Kelvin? So average speed means here there is a formula average speed which can be represented with U bar is equal to under root of average speed. Average speed. That is under root of 8 RT by 5m. Okay. So for methane molecule at same temperature they are asking. So temperature is at what temperature the average speed of methane molecule have the same value as O2. Same value as O2. So means average speed of methane is equal to average speed of oxygen at what temperature they are asking. Right? So from this 8 constant, R constant, 5 constant, M also constant. So M is not constant, M is different. So now from this what we can write here under root of T methane divided by M methane is equal to under root of PO2 divided by MO2. So both are in square root. Remove the square. Or if you take the squares both sides, then square root will go. So temperature methane. This one we have to calculate here. Molecular weight of methane is 60, and here PO2. This is 300 Kelvin temperature. Divided by molecular weight of oxygen is 32. Here 16 twos are cancelled. So this one
150, sir.
So TCH4 is equal to 150 Kelvin. Okay, students. So that is the today's paper.
Yes,
How is the paper?
sir. Except these few questions, it was easy, sir.
Okay. But some cumulative questions we given due to that distance, we have less time. Okay. So next time you get more marks. Okay, na?
So, sir, what is actually RMP and RMS, sir?
That's why I will explain in class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Thank you, students.
Thank you, sir.